Hello students, in this video we are going to learn what are the attributes data types used in SQL language. The first type is the character M. This means it's a fixed length character, string of length n. So it's a string that consists of n characters and it's a fixed, so it must be of n characters. For example, if you put character 5, then this string must be 5 characters. It should be 5 characters. If we put, however, variable character 5, then it's a variable length characters of up to n. For example, this means that it can hold strings of length 0, 1, 2, 3 up to n. Okay, if we have number n, this means that it is an integer and real value of up to n digits. So if you put number 5, then we can put numbers that are of length 5. These numbers can be integers and real values, which means they can include point, but they must be 5 digits specifically. If we put number without specifying n, then this means that it is an integer. These columns we can save values in these columns that are integer and real and of length up to 40 digits. However, here we are specifying, for example, n, for example 5, 6, 7. But if we don't specify, then it is by default 40 digits. If we have integer n, then here we are specifying that this number or the values must be of type integer of up to n digits. So it can be 6 numbers, 6 or 7 numbers. For example, let's take, if we put integer 5, then this number we can save it in this domain. If we put 3, then 4, then 6, then 2, then 4, then this can be saved in integer 5 because the number of the length of this number is 5 and it's of type integer. However, if there is a point here, we can save this real value because we are saying that it is integer. Okay, so this is what we mean by integer n. If we have integer 4, this means that all values must be integers of up to 40 digits. If we put date, then this means that the values must be in this format: 4 digits for the year, then dash, then 2 digits for the month, then dash, then 2 digits for the days. So at most 10 positions. If we indicate that a column of type time, then it's typically in the format HH, which means 2 positions for the hours, or 2 integers or 2 digits for the hours, then colon, then 2 digits for the month, then 2 digits for the seconds. Okay, let's now define what do we mean by domain definitions and how to create them. For example, here are the types that SQL provides for us. But if we want to create our own one without each time calling any of these, how to do that? We should create our own domain. We can do this by using this command, create domain, and then you put the name of this domain as, and here we put the type, then end with a semicolon. Let's take an example. Here we are creating a domain named SSN type as character 9, then we put semicolon. This means that any column we give them this domain SSN type, it will be of type character 9 without writing all the time character 9, character 9, character 9. Then you can put it in short as SSN type. So we can use SSN type in place of character 9. This style in writing SQL statement is preferred as it makes it easier to change the data types of attributes. Then you can, if you are, for example, you are using 10 columns of type SSN type, and each SSN type is character 9. Then if you want to change all of them to a new data type, then you can go for this command here and change only this this one here. You can change, for example, variable character 9 or character 10 without changing for the 10 columns if you put them separately, character 9 for each one. Okay. Here we can give, he tell us that we can give default values to our domains when inserting any new row. Then it will take this default value. For example, here you are creating a domain, name department number, department number, department DOM as character 2, and it takes default value 01. Because it's character 2, then it takes characters of length 2, and by default any row will take as a default value for this column 01 value. So a domain can also have optional default specifications via the default clause. Okay, now we stop here, and the next video we are going to talk about specifying constraints in SQL.